All right, welcome to the Whiskey Vaults. Damn it. I need glassware.
We're doing a marathon shoot.
We really are.
We're testing the limits of how many whiskeys we can review back to back.
I'm actually had less to drink now than any other time we've stood in here and shot.
Really?
Because of how I'm consuming.
You did screw me with the swish it around.
No, you should have done that with a small amount.
You can't swish a small amount.
Yes, you can.
This is Rare Whiskey Friday. We're gonna go through and give first
Well, it's
impressions.
not
Did I
rare
hit
whiskey.
Did I hit the?
It's not Rare Whiskey Friday anymore because every day's Rare Whiskey.
But it's like a collection though.
Yeah, but it's first impressions. Like we're just first impressions.
You wanna suck? Because that's how you suck.
Really, first impressions Friday?
Yes.
We
Nobody
changed the
cares.
name?
Nobody cares about first impressions.
Okay.
People
but that's
love
what we do.
rare whiskey. I know. But then this is what you do. You say rare whiskey to trick them to thinking this is like an amazing piece of content.
Oh.
And then in like the first 10 seconds, you say, we're gonna go through and give first impressions so you can manage expectations. Okay. But by that point, they're already in it. Yeah. They've got their glass. I don't want to put this down and push the button. And you're watching it like a bunch of suckers.
You evil genius.
We're gonna go through and give first. Oh wait, are we doing the thing with the holding the one?
Oh yeah, sure. Go for it.
Because you did get a point last time.
Yeah,
I
did it in one breath. It just didn't have full delivery by the end.
I'm not full delivering. I'm just going.
Okay.
I'm just going for distance.
Okay.
I'm very nervous now. Welcome to Rare Whiskey Friday. We're going to go through and get first impressions on several different whiskeys. These aren't necessarily large brands. Sometimes they are. More often than not, these are going to be your smaller craft distilleries without a lot of distribution. If you should be so lucky as to live in a place where you can get your hands on these whiskeys, you're welcome for the review. And thank you to the magnificent bastards that sent the whiskey. And I still got more breath to go. I could just keep saying
wow.
words.
Well done, you. And it didn't have pep and vim, but it had consistency.
There's a slight half stutter. It wasn't like a stumble. It's just like
no, but it didn't have the energy, but it had consistency from start to finish.
This is really what people are looking for.
It was like Mystery Science Theater.
It's like monotone.
Or not Mystery Science Theater. It's like story time on a PBS channel.
It's like I'm commentating on golf.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, this we've already done before, but Harold and Allison Tipton sent it in, so we're gonna benevolent bastard them.
Harold and Allison Tipton, you benevolent bastards.
So I'm gonna put that in the duplicates over here.
Thank you for the restock. That's very helpful.
Yes. But they also sent one we didn't have, but it was sent in by two people. So we're just gonna magnificent bastard both of them at the same time.
Okay.
Oh, I mean, not literally the same time.
Well,
so the first one is Harold and Allison Tipton, magnificent bastards.
Harold and Allison Tipton, you magnificent bastards.
Followed by Joe Ferrara, the magnificent bastard.
Joe Ferrara, you magnificent bastard.
Now, this one
Jeez.
is...
Filibuster.
Yeah, but it's... Okay, how old is that whiskey?
Because that's what I want in my whiskey. Politics.
No, how old is it?
5.
No.
Oh, son of a bitch.
See?
All right.
Come on, already shady.
Aged in 5 barrels.
Right?
I mean...
Come on. I mean, it's accurate. They did take 5 totally different barrels. New American oak, red wine, white wine, French oak, 2 different kinds of sherry, and they mixed them all together. So this is a blending project.
You know what happens, though, if you play that game? You make a little something called Proper 12.
Yeah.
So you put 12 on the label.
It works.
And then you sell it for all of the money.
Yeah, it works, yeah. Smells good.
Yeah. It's like a apple juice with a little sprinkle of cinnamon in there. Like a cider. I'm going to say cider. Like a cider with a little sprinkle of cinnamon.
This is Virginia. It's a mix of whiskey, I think MGP. It's Indiana and Virginia. So I think it's their whiskey mixed with MGP whiskey.
Yeah, I like it.
Aged in 5 different barrels.
Okay.
Or finished, for that matter.
Yeah, there's some cinnamon sprinkle. A little cinnamon sprinkle.
And this is batch number 24 for anybody who's doing the math.
Little cinnamon sugars.
Vanilla cream.
Oh, it's nice.
Lemon cream.
Oh, I see what you did.
Lemon cream and pears.
And pears. No, you just get...
Yeah, there's a dryness that I get from like a dry tart pear.
But the flavor of pear, though. Not the flavor of pear.
The tartness of a tart fruit. But lemon cream for sure.
Like a Then I'm also going back to the nose, a buttery caramel. Mm-hmm. And there's a little under layer of oak throughout, but the oak never gets too lively or bitey.
I agree. Is it almost, it's not dry, it gets
a little simpler the more you go back to it.
Yeah.
This was 45%. Mm-hmm. And finishes like a light herbal.
Yeah,
sweet
Filibuster Distillery.
Light,
originally
sweet herbal.
DC.
Okay.
And then moved to Virginia.
Oh, hence the filibuster.
Yeah.
Because of the DC.
How does a bill become a law? Well, children, first you get rich, and then you fund politicians, and if it doesn't work out, you storm the Capitol.
I'm just a bill on Capitol Hill.
Somebody needs to do that sketch. He's chain smoking. He's just had it. He's over it. He's all labeled up like a NASCAR car. He's sponsored. Who sponsored this bill? It was Senator. Well, it was Nabisco.
First impressions.
Yeah.
All right, not bad.
Yes, it's fine. It's not remarkable.
Yeah.
But it's fine.
Yeah. You're not going to go wrong putting that in your glass. It's just fine.
Yep. This is J.J. Neukom from Eric Nix, a magnificent bastard.
Eric Nix, you magnificent bastard.
Well, children.
Who is J.J. Neukom?
J.J. Neukom is the distillery in St. Louis. We've had them before, but we haven't done this one. This is a Missouri single malt.
Okay.
I'm kind of excited about it because I love everybody in the U.S. trying single malt stuff. I love to explore those. I think it's a category that we just need more and more and more of.
Ooh.
Whoa!
Yeah.
There's a
lot going on.
There's a musty funk to the back of this nose.
Talking about the malt.
But in the front,
talking about the malt.
this is smoky. This has got I was gonna say it, but they did evidently 25% cherry wood smoked malt, and then the rest, I guess, unsmoked malt. But
it's like you. Go ahead.
Almond chocolates.
Almond chocolates?
Yeah, almond filled chocolates.
I was gonna say you campfire grilled up a pear.
Yeah.
You got some of the smoke and the fire and the char bits around the pear.
Yeah.
Well, I like to know.
The smoke is light, actually. I do too. There is something that's almost medicinal in the very back, like not rubbery, but it's close.
I hate even saying the word smoke because that can very easily overstate the amount that's in there.
I think when they went low enough to try to get some of the smoke, and we'll see on the palate, I think they went a little into the tails enough where some of the rubbery notes kind of stuck to it.
I'm not finding the rubber. I'm finding a lot of like density and heft.
Yeah.
Is it on the taste?
Taste it. That's where the smoke is. It's all in the palate, and then it ends with this slight.
Much more smoke on the taste.
And that lingering sort of rubber glove kind of vibe.
But there's a coffee note though.
Yeah, there is. Nutty,
Yeah.
Super Colombian roast, nutty coffee bean.
Ooh, like a smoked coffee.
Gotta say, this is my favorite thing we've done in the video series so far.
Yeah.
I like this.
You can quote me on that. Yeah, I do too. Hefty. Hefty is the word. Even at 45%. Even at 45%.
Man, that nose is dense. That's 45? There's no way.
45, 90 proof.
Good night.
The color.
I wonder how big the barrels they are using.
You thinking small barrel?
I don't know, man, because it is... No, I don't think so, because I'm not getting the overly tannin thing. I gotta say, I like that, though.
I'm getting a...
I'm holding on to that one.
Toffee.
Yes.
Coffee and toffee.
Yes, absolutely. Reminds me almost of almond roca, but while drinking coffee, black coffee.
All right. That's really nice.
Okay, this is McCormick Distilling, which is Fredericksburg, Maryland. These are all East Coast crew.
Okay.
And this is part of their innovation series. This is also from Harold and Allison Tipton. We already bastarded them though, so. Yeah. We already did.
Yeah.
This is their series they're calling the Innovation Series. And this is a wheat whiskey.
Yes.
Aged in apple brandy finished in apple brandy barrels.
Okay.
45%. So a straight 2-year-old wheat whiskey finished in apple brandy barrels. Mm-hmm. You cleaning your palate?
Yeah, very robust. Robust.
Whoa, that's weird.
Wait a minute.
It's not perfume.
It's like a lemon cleaner.
Yeah, cleaner. It is. It's like a pledge.
Lemon scented.
It's like a wood pledge furniture polish.
Yeah. Lemon scented, like yeah. That's the dominant note for me.
Yeah.
Wow.
Tastes very lemon citrusy.
Also,
That's weird. How would apple brandy make something taste like lemons? Like candied lemons?
Yeah, very sweet, sugary, and very soft too.
Yeah.
It's not jumping out at you. Here's the thing. Innovation series, this is like experimentation and stuff like that. This was a new flavor that I don't expect in whiskey.
Yes.
So in terms of an experiment, I was like, oh, you found something unique there.
It does feel like a lemon hard candy. That's like sugar. Like if you get one of those little, that's what it is. If you get one of those little lollipop things.
The lemon kind, yeah.
The lemon kind.
Yeah.
The little plastic. Yeah. Like the dentist, or not the dentist, like a haircut places and things like that. The bank used to have them. Yeah. I actually kind of like that one. It's weird.
It's simple too.
I wouldn't go back to it. It is one thing only.
Yeah, there's not a lot of flavors to it. What was the proof on this?
45 or 90. 90 proof, 45%.
Really? Wow. That's so subdued.
All right, we're going to finish with a gift from Eric Nix, Magnificent Bastard, which we already bastarded. But this one is a new make spirit called Old Center White Dog.
What?
There it is. Looking for the peel tab.
From?
Eric Nix.
We
already bastarded.
Can I yell at him again?
I don't know if you feel like it. It's been a long day. All right, so this is just corn, right?
Wow.
Unaged
Sugary sweet.
corn whiskey.
Yeah. So the ethanol and the sugar.
They're in Bardstown, Kentucky.
Okay. Yeah, it's ethanol and sugar for me. I'm trying to grab onto a flavor, a note, something specific, but I'll give it a minute.
So they're trying to recreate something that evidently his great-grandfather made or something like that.
Okay.
Oh, which reminds me, this is maybe a rabbit trail, but like I was hanging out with Tree from Fierce Whiskers, is a distillery in Austin.
Yeah.
And he's Asian.
Yeah.
And he was like, he really wants to start doing tours at their distillery about how it's his great-grandfather's recipe. And he's obviously this Asian dude.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, this is my grandfather's old bourbon recipe.
I mean,
and just wait for everybody to get confused.
I mean, Asian people have been around since for a long time.
The disconnect
they were
in the
not
brain
treated well.
would be funny.
They had a hard time of it. But
Yeah.
they were here. You know what?
I'm
gonna have to taste it.
There's something funky on the nose on this that's not normal. This new make is really mild.
Yeah.
Like it's almost so blank. I'm having a hard time picking out anything specific.
That 40% is not doing it any flavors in terms of giving you a specific handlebar to grab onto.
Closest I would come is grass and water, which is weird, but it reminds me of when I would be fishing and you would get close to the banks where all of the grasses were growing up out of the water and you get this cut grass, dried grass mixed with riverbank edge.
There's a sugar in there somewhere. All right, I'm going in.
Nothing. It tastes like nothing.
It's
Sweet, slightly sugary.
Yeah, slightly sugary. Very simple.
What?
Slightly sugary. Like a little bit of the ethanol alcohol taste.
That's either the narrowest cut I've ever experienced, or that's a column still new make.
Yeah. Yeah, there's not a lot there.
Wow, I'm gonna go back to the JJ Neukom.
I don't know.
Oh, there it is. You all right?
There it is.
No, it's oop. There it is.
Ooh.
It's about timing. You gotta fix your timing.
There it is.
There's no rhythm to that.
Timing.
I had an uncle. I said, you know the key to a good joke, and then he'd walk away, and then like an hour later he'd come back and go, timing.
That's pretty good. Pretty good. Is that a dad joke?
I think it is. You're morphing. Come over to the dogs.
I have 3 children. They're corrupting me.
That reminds me, one of my favorite recent ones was
The dadness is coursing through my veins.
Wife. I can't stay married to you any longer. I'm so sick of the Star Wars puns. Me. Divorce is strong with this one. That's a good one.
I still hate it. I still hate it. And arguably, I could say something every once in a while that could be misconstrued.
Not misconstrued.
Misconstrued.
You can't
as a
absolve
dad
yourself
joke.
of that.
Did you see?
Just because you don't like
starting
them.
at the forehead, misconstrued. This is
that-
undeniable.
That's like a get out of jail free card right there. You start from the forehead,
Misconstrued.
everything. Yeah, I just want to see that at home when Brandy's like, Rex, did you? And you're like,
Don't you understand what I'm doing? Because there's nothing wrong with
you
any of this.
misconstrued this. And that's how you know.
And divorce is strong. Here's to fighting, stealing, and drinking.
If you fight me, you fight for a friend.
Steal, may you steal your liver, sorry.
And if you drink, may you drink with us.